They didn't stick around very long. My warthog that I killed, he came in, and after a couple failed attempts from a couple days before, I drew back on him when his head was still in the water. And I'm like, the moment he picks his head up, he's going to take off, because when they're done, they're done. And he started trotting right to left. And my guide, or my PH, Hugo, he was like, oh, crap, he's getting away. And he goes, just let down. And I was already pinned on him, following him at that point. And I mean, he was trotting along pretty good at a fast pace. And I just went boom and dumped it and took a running shot on him and smoked him. It probably wasn't the most ethical thing, but I was getting frustrated because I'd already drew back on 3 or 4 of those little suckers, and they just went, took off.
That was my biggest struggle was the Impala. They come in 40 at a time. There's 3 bucks that are shooters, and there's one that's the breeder that you can't shoot. And you got 6 does around every buck, and they take 3 sips of water and jump. Like they're gone. That's like it's a concrete trough. There's no crocodiles in there, but they take three licks of that water and they're out. So it's kind of like trying to shoot a jumping bean.
Yeah, I got really lucky on the very first day. I shot my Impala, and he was the biggest one in the group. I don't know about breed or anything, but he was the big bull, and he came in, and my bow's shooting 289 feet per second, and that sucker was 24 yards or 25 yards. He was close, and I aimed at his brisket because I knew he was going to duck. He had his head down, the old whitetail thing, head down. When they throw their head up, they'll duck or throw their back out of place and get out of the way of the arrow. And I literally, he ducked like 14 inches into my arrow, and I hit him like 14 ring area, like 14 ring on a Mackenzie target. And my PH goes, oh, like he didn't even like say good shot. He was just like, like that sucks. First shot, and I've already spine shot something or gut shot something. And we waited there for a minute, and I said, well, can I walk up there and look where my arrow was? Because I could see my arrow went all the way through him. And when he ran off, man, he looked hurt. Like I could tell I put a pretty good shot on him, but it was high. And I've shot a lot of whitetail in that spot, and it seems to work. But their lungs sit a lot further forward. But long story short, he's like, no, we need to wait here and wait for the trackers to come see the steps, because we don't want to walk over the tracks because they're dry tracking him. And so we wait, and we get 3 or 4 trackers, a tracking dog, my PH, my wife, one of the helpers with the owner there. There was like 7 of us to go look for this Impala. And when we get up there where my arrow was, you could see him about 22 yards. I said, you should have let me look for him. He goes, what kind of head was that? I said, it's a swacker. He goes, you shoot those the rest of the week. Said, okay, sounds good.